Education Secretary Betsy DeVos is up to her old tricks, which is, well, look, let's be fair. Let's find out, right? We're going to go to an article in The Hill, and she's appointed someone new into the department. Let's find out who it is. So they explain Education Secretary Betsy DeVos's pick to lead the department's $1.3 trillion student loan system is, hold. Okay, so now let's fill in the rest of the sentence. This is to help students with their loans, because they're on the side of the education department, the public, the government. They're supposed to be looking out for you. So you and your kids and your loans. So now what might be a reasonable end to that sentence? Found someone who is an expert in helping students with their loans, and who has fought for students for lower loans, for example. Wouldn't that make sense? I mean, if you're on the side of the students, that would make a lot of sense, right? Well, let's find out. Let's find out what the rest of the sentence is. Is the CEO of a private student loan company? Oh, well. So, Fox meet Henhouse. The guy whose job it was to maximize profit on students and their loans is now being put in charge of student loans from the government side. Gee, I wonder what he's going to do. I can't quite tell. See, this is exactly what we're talking about when we say that Trump didn't drain the swamp, he rebuilt the swamp. He's the swamp monster. So he claimed that he was against for corruption, then he brings in all his cronies and goes, go ahead, rob the place blind. Do whatever you need to do. So when asked what experience he has in helping students, right, as opposed to helping himself get rich off of students, they bragged that he had, quote, CEO level operating skills. Well, yeah, that makes sense since he was the CEO of a private student loan company. Okay, they further explain on The Hill, A. Wayne Johnson, who was tapped as chief operating officer of the federal student aid, is the founder and chief executive of Reunion Financial Services, a company that originates and refinances student loans. Now, it doesn't mean that by definition he's a bad guy and maybe they refinance loans in perfectly lovely ways. You'd have to do an investigation. I'd be a little surprised, but you never know. So I'm not judging his company at all. I'm just saying that if you picked an advocate for students, that would make a lot more sense when you're talking about running the federal student aid. Maybe someone who worked at a great university in their aid department. Maybe someone who's done this job before, but they don't believe in that. They believe in maximizing profits off of us. So they find a CEO and they put him in charge there who has maximized profits off of us. Okay, The Hill points out something else that's funny and telling. That credential about how he was the CEO of that company is notably absent from the Education Department's release on Tuesday announcing Johnson's appointment. The only vague reference was the one I quoted you, where in the middle of a long sentence they were like, he has CEO level skill, without actually explaining who he is. Yeah, that's the reason he has that skill is because he was the CEO of the guys on the other side. So it's a revolving door. So your student loans, are they going to get any better? Given who's appointed to that position, seems unlikely. Seems like, again, one last time, it's not to say that he's a bad guy, but the more you have to pay back for your loans, the richer his company got, and he as an executive there got. So now when they put him in charge here, do you think he's going to want to lower your loans or increase your loans? Just do the math on it, see where you come out on it. Membership helps fund the Young Turks. You know one great thing about that? That means we're not accountable to anyone but you guys. That's why we're strong together, because we built this show around you. Come build it even bigger and better at tytnetwork.com/join.